It was 20 current year. More than 47% of all male shooters aged 21 to 62 had experimented with buffer stuff. However, due to the hyper-masculine nature of the shooting community and the intimate nature of the activity, most shooters kept quiet about it.
Okay guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, and we'll go over a couple of the personal buffer failures I've had in my special time with buffers throughout the years. The first one we're going to go look at is, I did this myself. So this was a buffer that we took the roll pin out of to see if we could reduce the amount of like crappy weight wiggle in there. It's like regular buffer. And this, and there was tissues or something in there. So yeah, now that I've actually, like, been years later and I've learned more about what the AR is and how it works, and also, watching some alarm solutions, yeah, I know that the buffer is supposed to kind of like rattle around like that. So, of course, what I did is I knocked this roll pin out and put all the crap in there. You can see that there's like red Loctite on the head of this thing. Oh boy. And some other like glue and stuff that's in there. Ridiculous. So a young man when I was doing this, and there's some glue in the roll pin there. Now what happened was is I went to a class, and towards the end of the day, my gun started short stroking, and I went to take it apart, and I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" And I just couldn't figure anything out. I was missing part of the class, so I went to my backup rifle. And when I went back to the gun currently is that I went and looked at the bolt carrier group, everything else, everything looked fine, and then I opened up the buffer tube, well, pulled this out of the buffer tube, and I was like, oh, this is great, because what had happened was is this roll pin had like come like a quarter of the way out, and it was catching into the buffer spring as it cycled, so it's like dragging like a tooth on the inside of that buffer spring, and that was causing the gun to short stroke. So I went and hammered it back in and took the gun back out, and of course it did it again because I didn't put enough stuff in here to stop this thing from walking out. So it is still just a cautionary tale. I keep it around, even though I put the roll pin back in. The red dickhead, Loctite reminds me that this is, something to be taken serious. And this is what followed up my gun at one point in the classes I took. So, all right, there's that one. Nice crack right there. There you go. See that? Oh, it's getting crazy here. So that runs all the way through the buffer body. Get a little better. Yeah, there it is. Right there, and then there's some cracking on the base too. It's hard to tell a little bit. But yeah, so this is going to continue to go up the body. This is not like a surface crack. This actually goes all the way through the buffer body itself. And so eventually it'll split, and this thing will become inoperable, or it'll rip the head off this thing, which, yuck. So, yeah, I your stuff, guys. Here comes the best one. Okay, guys, here is, I think, the best worst one here of them all. So this is a buffer that's been pretty well chewed on. I mean, a little bit there. Not compared to like some of these, like, suppressed or full auto buffers. But, and there's always a but. I'll show you something here. See that? Right there. And that right there. Can't see the focus. There we go. That is like a two-part crack that is like this entire piece. So just go flying out of there. And there's another one. Where is that? I can't see it. I thought there's another one on there, but it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, this two-piece crack right here, that is like literally this piece is going to just pop off at some point and probably shear the head off this thing. Like a big angry dick inside your gun. So yeah, that's something to definitely be aware of. These are like gun show buffers. They're $5-10 or whatever, something like that. Just made by God knows who. And so guys, I never thought that buffers would fail like this. I mean, obviously everything can fail, right? So, but I never thought we'd have this kind of ridiculous malfunctioning. Obviously the one that I did, knocking out the roll pin, sure, okay, that's great. I did that, it's myself. But yeah, this whole thing is fucked basically. But I just keep it around because being able to remind myself, hey, you know, even the simplest things can bring down your gun and stop you from shooting that day. So there's the holy trinity of crappy buffers. All right, guys, that's all I really have for you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out the next videos coming up soon next week. So, yeah, other than that, let me know what you think, how bad we suck, how much you like us, how much you don't like us, how much you want to sleep with us. All right, guys, got nothing else for you.